all right, good. So as I was saying, I have played this game before, the original X. Let's get started. I have not played the DeMake before, except for very few times. So I'm recording a video now. I haven't recorded the other times I played. I played very little. Basically, I went once on each stage, and that was it. Like, I didn't get to any bosses, anything. And right off the bat, one thing I want to talk about is that I do like the fact that this is going more like old school, the sense that you only play as Megaman X. And to be honest, I got nothing against playing as Zero or Axel, but the very best Mega Man X games were games where you won't play as X. Let's face it, right? And X3, you kinda could play as Zero, but not really. Sorry, you play only as X. I said Axel for X. But X4 was awesome. No comment there, but that being said, I do enjoy the fact that you can play as Mega Man X. But that being said, you can see that the stages were not originally designed to be played only by X, because you have all these enemies that are in a very high place, and in order to beat them, you have to do like a charged shot. You have to charge all the way to yellow and jump and shoot at the top of the jump, or even these enemies here that you cannot shoot them unless you have a yellow charge shot. It just doesn't reach that low, and you can clearly see that this was designed for you to use either Zero or Axel in these situations. So when you have a game like this that only has X, you will struggle a bit more, especially when these bees are around. Because it takes time to charge, you might get interrupted, it's the charge, like you might shoot too fast. That can be a bit annoying. So I like playing as Mega Man X, but on the other hand, you can see that the whole level design of this game originally was not intended to be played only by X. That being said, let's go. Let's play this DeMake. I think it's awesome. Also, one thing I want to talk about is that I haven't played the DeMake much. I played the original one a long time ago. I don't remember the boss order, and I'm not aware even if the boss order would end up being the same on the DeMake here. Probably it's going to be different. But more than that, what I wanted to talk about is that I played only once each stage, and I couldn't beat any boss so far, so I decided to reset and start over. I found capsules already, but I'm going to show you where those are. But I'm trying to play this kind of spoiler free. I don't want anyone to tell me what boss order will be or what's the best route. I kind of want to find it out on my own. Excuse me. But yeah, I'll show you where those two capsules I found are. I think they're the easiest ones to discover in the beginning. First, we're gonna get some story stuff here. I'm mostly skipping those. In the original one, those were more like real cutscenes. I do love the fact they created a 16-bit DeMake version. Excuse me, of things. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, now let's fight the boss. Actually, not yet. There's a number. Alright, so I want to talk about the original X8 a little bit while I fight this boss. This boss is not super easy, but compared to the other bosses, it's okay. Because this game can be more embarrassing. Can't talk about the first boss. Okay, when he does that, he's gonna press it against the wall. Ideally, I want to guide that hand up, so comes back like that. Oh! Yeah, you shouldn't be on the ground when you shoot first. Otherwise you're gonna have trouble. Oh man, I'm getting everything. Oh yeah, and you can't stop this guy, right? But I don't know if it's worth it. Okay. Basically I'm showing you how not to play against this boss. Okay, this is what you shouldn't do. But anyway, somehow I survived it. Yeah, I was gonna talk about the original X8. I honestly don't think it was a bad game at all. It gets a lot of bad reputation, I suppose. I don't think it's a bad game at all. It just didn't age well. And it had the reputation of X6 and X7 overcome, right? I'm trying to understand what's this little image. It's very transparent, right? So it's kind of hard to see. Anyway, we're gonna go here first because here we can get a capsule. You know what? Or we could just go here first. What shall we do? Okay. I'm gonna go here because this is the first capsule I found. I hope I can get it. It's not super easy, but to the best of my understanding, it's also something that is gonna happen along the way. It's almost like you cannot avoid the capsule. It's part of the... you cannot take it, but you're gonna go through. You're gonna see, because it's on the way. It's right on the way. And I don't know if there's a different route you can take on the stage. Because it's very difficult. Why would you not want to go through the capsule, right? Because that's a very difficult route, but I don't think there's enough. Okay, so right now we can see what this stage is about. There's all this thing about reversing gravity, and you should be very careful here, because if you step on the red buttons, they do a 180 on the screen, and then you will fall on the spikes, right? So you gotta be mindful. So, now let's press this button. Let's see what's in the word. I wonder if there was a... No, but there's a life here. Okay. But now I cannot go to the exit, so let's step on it again. And here we are. So far, so good. Now this screen is quite tricky because, look at this. This green button only changes things 90 degrees. So if I go on this one now, I'm gonna get trapped. I should actually demonstrate that. Let's go for it. Let's say you're super 90. Okay, you're already in trouble because there's nothing you can do. You cannot shoot this, and now you're gonna take damage. You're gonna get smashed. Now, anyway, I shouldn't have done that, but I wanted to demonstrate. So you gotta think really clearly what you're gonna do. You can't get shot. What is it? 9? Okay. Got some life charger here. Careful with the diagonal shot here in this spot. Here's the horizontal one that's more annoying. Now this guy, you gotta be a bit patient. Or don't do what I just did. Today I'm demonstrating everything you should not do in X8. Let me see. Okay. Boss fight. I'm not really taking the time to read the text there, so... So the trick that I have found, to me the hardest part is to dodge this thing that looks like a nice ice crystal or something. Those are okay. Now I got it missing. But anyway, these guys are kind of annoying. The rest is not so difficult, but this one is. And the way I try to do it, ooh, that was close. I try to be on the ground when he begins to shoot, and then I go through the wall, and hopefully I do a dash, jump, and the air dash. That's enough to escape. Anyway. Okay, now this screen is super tricky. Because here's the thing, we have to go through this here. But, in order to do it, I think it has to be down. But look at this. If I press this, there was something you should do anyway. So be careful that it don't fall on your head, right? So we're gonna do this. here and quickly dash to the right. And now it's super tricky because you have to do a dash, an air dash to the left, and you probably hit the spikes with it. So I'm really wondering here if there's an easier way, but let's see if I can do it. Oh my god, that is extremely lucky. And by the way, I think, to the best of my knowledge, this is the only way to go. Down here, there's nothing but more boxes. That's my knowledge. And look what we found! The capsule! Here we go. So remember what I was telling you a while ago about the stages not being totally designed for X and having enemies that are obvious, that are annoying like the bees and bats? This really helps because when you jump, you defeat them, you destroy them. This makes your life a little bit easier. So this is gonna be a 180 turn, the life falls down, good. This is, you have to do a jump dash. The first stage kinda teaches you that you can go farther, jump dash, then you need to dash, jump. You gotta be careful with this. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. Wondering, I should have shot him first. Let's see. Where did we go back to? Anyway, I don't think I'll be able to beat the boss. I was here mostly to get the capsule, which we did, but I'll keep playing just in case. I might end up not surviving the stage all the way to the end, or even surviving the boss. Let's go. Let's see what happens if I go through here. I just wanted to. Yeah, there's not. Now, one thing you can. How do I do this without getting damaged? Okay. Now the advantage of doing this is that it's easier to do the air dash to come to this point because you don't have to fall so much. Anyway, let's see if we can get through it. We do get alive every time we go here, so we have a number of tries until that if we get this life. But I'll probably not do the boss is hard. The enemy you have to kill first. Now comes a rather annoying part. You have to have this box get in the way. You can do this. I wonder what's down here. Is it like spikes? Probably spikes, but I wanted to be sure. Let's fall here. Yeah, it is spikes. Okay. Okay, so fair enough. We definitely have to invert the screen again. I was just wondering if this is as it was. Let's go. So we know the drill here. If you invert it all the way, it's a bit less difficult. Let's go. So you gotta be careful not to touch the button here. So you gotta go like kind of slowly. Here you go. So when you do this now, you gotta do a slight dash to the right not to get smashed. And here we go. That was close. I almost hit the spikes at the bottom. And those are instant damage, right? So this is probably not the best stage to start, but I really wanted the head part that I found. I can't really find it right in the middle of the way, but you see the point. Gotta hit that button, but there are spikes here too. I was afraid I was gonna get smashed there somehow. These guys are really annoying, but our newly found ability can help us defeat them. Man, this box is smashing. Okay, let's go. Oh! Okay, I don't know why I thought I was gonna fall on a spike for some reason. I'm getting traumatized. I'm getting spike PTSD. Just kidding. Let's go. Okay, this wheels. Oh! I don't think my... Wait, does my new helmet ability actually destroy those wheels on one hit? I don't think so. Because if you fail to destroy them with one hit, I think you're gonna get... Wow! This thing is... Okay, I should probably have more patience. I lost my life charger there. I ran out of the screen. That was not cool. I wanna do a little test. Yeah, they get destroyed with one hit. This thing is pretty powerful. More than I thought. I wish I could get some extra life charger. Oh, and I can. There is more here. Cool. I suppose it's gonna be the boss now. This boss is really hard. I will try. Yeah, it's a tough boss. I'm just gonna let it play, but I'm not gonna be reading the text or pausing too much over it. Basically, one thing that's happening a lot, I don't want to spoil anything about the game, but one thing that I can see is that in the dialogues, they talk about like the Reploids, they're being infected by Sigma and Gold Maverick, but the Reploids repeatedly talk about this from their own will. They talk like, no, we're not contaminated by Sigma. And X doesn't really want to accept that. Okay. Now when it comes to this boss, in the first form, actually I think all bosses in this game have two forms, right? When you get half of their lives, when you get them to half of their health bar, the music changes and they do a more difficult attack. Now what happens in this first form is that he's gonna eventually disappear on the ground, and it can be a bit tricky to know when he's going to resurface. I think I got hit by the shark. Not to mention that this is crazy. I try to get on the other side. So when he disappears, I kinda have a hard time timing the dash. Not to mention that he infestates the screen. Yeah, see that was too late. And now this part is insane. So I should have gotten the other capsule first, by the way. It would help a bit in this boss fight. Oh, I still have two lives. I think you can exit, right? I don't wanna exit. I don't feel good about giving up, but honestly, this boss here. Let's try to pay attention to this attack patterns. Yeah, you kinda have to dash a bit early. Let me see if I can. Here's the thing. I try to. These balls, these gravity balls, they kinda go in your direction. Where you go. So if I go up, they go up. And if I stay on the ground, they're gonna get lower and lower. And it becomes impossible to dash under them. Not to mention he has the super annoying green shot. There should be a way to beat every single boss without using extra weapons or upgrades, but they can be incredibly difficult. So let's see. Let's see if we can find a way to do this guy. So far so good. RNG is on our side a bit. Yeah, well this is a bit tough. This green shot, I wonder if there's something I can do about it without bullets like that. Maybe I can somehow attract these shots to one side. I have a feeling that shooting him like this is a waste. We'll have to do the charge shot. Really significant there. Wow, I did pretty well this time. Yeah, one mistake I was making is that when he gets to the second form, I was just doing like lots of random shots on him like this. This is bad idea. You should always aim for hitting him with a yellow, I suppose. Yellow charge. I wonder if the middle charge is any useful. Let's go. That is not the smartest thing I've ever done. Not sure this is really helpful. I have a feeling that the middle shots will be okay. Let's see. No, they don't seem to do a lot of damage to me. Do they do like 1 unit of damage? Oh yeah, I didn't do so well this time. Okay, we're not gonna go there now. We're gonna go here to the rooster stage because you can get another capsule here. And I'm gonna show you how I did it. Hopefully I can do it again. This boss was insane. I got to the boss once and I was destroyed. I hope this song is so cool. I hope I can at least get the capsule this time. My advice to you here is try to be a little bit patient, because there will be moments where if you just go down like nuts, you will get lasered. See? This stage reminds me so much of Battletoads, the original 8-bit Battletoads. Oh, I dropped the time. It reminds me so... I wonder if there was anything on the left there. If you go all the way to the left, there should be something like life. I might have missed it. Because of the vertical parts, like when you go down, and there's another part where you get chased by lava and stuff. This reminds me so much of the original Battletoads for the NES. One of the coolest games ever invented by humanity. Oh no! Okay, I need the life. Oh, I thought that by doing the jump I was gonna paralyze it. It didn't work. I think... Oh my god! What have I done? Wait, I still think I can get it in the jump. Oh, let me try that. No, it doesn't work on it. And I'm about to die, but gotta get smart. I think there will be something good for me this way. Was this the way, or was it the other way? It was the other way. There's definitely something here. Maybe a life or something. Yeah, a life. Considering how bad I'm doing in this game, it's totally... Somehow Siri recognized my voice, thought I was saying something. So if you heard that, it was unintended. Anyway, here we go. Ah! Alright. Let's keep going. This song is so cool. This stage song is pure rock and roll, pure metal, pure whatever. It's so good. Pure rock and metal. Let's go. Or something. But it's really cool. I wonder if by shooting it again you can reset the time. You can. This thing. Have to wait for it to open. If you think it's gonna open soon, you have to wait and go. So there's a lot of inflammable gas. So far, I don't know if there's a way to ignite the gas. I suppose if you have something like a fire weapon, you probably shouldn't use it here, otherwise everything's gonna go. No, it's not. So here's what I gotta do. So the heart can be taken now. You don't need any upgrade. But this is what you gotta do. All those strategy, you use the bats to your advantage. Oh my no. Because I have the helmet, it makes my life harder. Interesting. I gotta wait for them to hit me on the ground. Come on. Hit me. Yeah, come on. Yes. Now we're going like nuts. Ah! I wasn't fast enough. Yeah. But I think it can be done. I got it before, but I didn't have the helmet. Now the helmet's kinda getting in the way because you destroy the bats when you jump, so you have to wait. See? That's how you do it. So you use the invincibility that you get from the... Sorry, I dash jump. Now the next one, it's gonna be a capsule, and we're gonna use the exact same strategy. Okay, this guy shoots fire. Interesting. What happens if I let him shoot this shot? Nothing seems to have changed. I think it didn't reach the gas. If it reaches the gas, probably get it. See, so you can see the game foreshadows that there is a capsule there, but you can't quite get to it yet. You gotta go around. And this bat here is gonna be our friend. Let's see if we can get it to respawn. The last time, you gotta get it to follow you. Come on, Betty. Betty. Come here. Yeah. Talking to you. Come on. Come to Papa. No! Oh, okay, here. Come here. So hard to do it. Okay, getting the helmets first was definitely a bad idea. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Okay, good. Now he's gonna... Okay, come on. There you go. But you can still do it with the helmet. Alright. These are the foot parts H. Wait, what's the helmet? Was the helmet also H? Maybe I'm using like different... I think was it I? I'm not too sure. Anyway, these foot parts, they seem to have the same color scheme, so maybe it's the same armor. The idea is that you become invincible when you are dashing on the ground. That's... What am I doing? Oh, this time it worked. The jump actually made it. Stop. But I think it's only if you do it when it's like horizontal. Anyway, let's go. Now we're gonna go to the Battletoads section. You know what? What happens if I go all the way to the left? Oh, you can't. The screen stops. Now this is the Battletoads moment here. Oh man, I'm already doing super bad. I don't even know if I'm gonna do it because I bumped too much here. This is super difficult. I might not make it. Help! What happens if I wait? Is there anything up here? There's nothing on the left, I suppose. At least nothing I can take right now. Unless you could somehow freeze all that lava. I think it might be the boss now. This boss is ridiculous, so... way harder in my opinion than the other one, Gravity. I think this cutscene is really cool. I don't remember how it was in the original. This guy has some like Street Fighter like moves, you know, like jump kick and shoryuken, kinda like Megaman. Okay, so far so good. Ooh, gotta be really careful. Never stay on the ground against this guy. Ooh! This boss is really hard. I can't believe I survived this long and even did this amount of damage. I'm so proud of myself. Last time I was here, this boss destroyed me in seconds. I'm still curious if you're using the X-Buster, what's the best strategy? Should you really wait and charge all the way to the yellow? Or should you just shoot them with the middle charged shots? I gotta double check how much damage that does. I think it does like 1. Yeah, it does like 1. And the yellow does a little bit more. Bottom line, charge as much as you can. Oh my god, what was that? My chicken. Okay. I think he screamed. He did like a little chicken scream when he did that leg shoryuken there. Let's see. Can I beat this guy? Well, considering I only have 1 life left, don't see that happening. I think the yellow shot does approximately 2 lines of damage to the boss, and the blue charged one does just 1 line of damage. And the lemons are really pathetic. Yeah, you shouldn't get this close. This shot he does is so hard to escape. I have a feeling that if you're in the air when he does that... Anyway, if you're in the air he doesn't go to the ground, he does this bouncing. Alright, I'm gonna stop this video here. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this game.